Hey, y'all. So I wanted to hop on, I'm looking crazy today, and talk about my experience with getting my first COVID vaccine. Excuse me, y'all. I'm a little tired today. So, this past weekend, I got really sick, y'all, with allergies, right? Where I have pharyngitis, and my throat was like feeling like it was swollen. My lymph nodes were really sore. They're still kind of sore now, but not as bad. My eyes look puffy. Sorry, y'all. I have to check on myself sometimes. And things just weren't, 100, weren't looking great. So I went to the ER and got checked out. Found out I didn't have strep. I didn't have COVID. I had pharyngitis. Sorry, y'all might see me yawning a lot because I'm just really tired. I've had a hard time sleeping this whole weekend. But in the process of all of that, I found out through my charts on our hospital system here that I could sign up for COVID vaccine, being in the IT field, etc. And so I did. I signed up, and I was able to pick a date. So I went in on Saturday. I picked a date for this morning, which is Monday, and got my COVID shot. Excuse me. And getting my COVID shot, let me tell y'all how it happened. So first, they just opened this really big COVID vaccination center by my house. Their plan is to vaccinate 6,000 to 12,000 people per day. Whether it be dose 1 or dose 2, the plan is to get the vaccination done. And hold on a second. Tarvos, what are you doing? Hey. What are you doing back there? Don't do anything you're not supposed to be doing. Go lay down. Sorry, y'all. Dog. Like my second child. Yeah, so then at that point, oh yeah, the vaccination center. So they opened this huge vaccination center, and in this center, I went there today for my shot. So I pull up, it's like a mile from my house. I pull up and park. Everything was pretty easy. Lots of parking availability. It's a huge building, office building. And once I park, I immediately start walking, following the crowd. We get to the door and they tell us to go over to the side to register. So we walk up a little bit further and register at the side. They had people at tables. All you had to have was just your driver's license. You didn't need anything else. You didn't have to bring your proof of registration, etc. They could check it in the system. Everything was very well put together. So they were only giving out Pfizer. You didn't have the option to choose the Johnson & Johnson or the Moderna or anything like that. So it was only Pfizer. So, yeah, so I went there, gave the lady my driver's license, and really quickly she looked me up and said, okay, you're good to go, because I had already did. Sorry, y'all. I already did the e-check-in because the hospital system had e-check-in that you do to verify all your information beforehand. And then outside of that, you also do, that's pretty much it. So basically, they had all my information in the system. They checked it, did what they need to do. Then from there, I went inside. It was really quick, like literally probably 1 minute at the front table. And I didn't have much of a wait in the line outside either. It was maybe like 30 seconds to a minute. So then you walk along the path, you go inside. It's like going through a maze. You walk through the maze, you get in. It's not a lot of people, so you're not walking in the line waiting in the maze. It was really quick because they had it very well planned out with the times. And so then you got through the maze and you got into this big room where they had a lot of nurses and people who give out shots. I don't know what you call all these people, but all those people who were certified with the hospital to give you the shot. And so I went to a lady and I started talking to her about the different vaccines and different options. And, Pfizer was not one of my first choices. I really kind of wanted to get the Moderna, whatnot. And she was just telling me all of the staff of this particular health system, which is Inova Health System. Because y'all know I live on the East Coast and DMV area, so I don't need to keep all that a secret. But she said they all got Pfizer and they were fine. No crazy side effects or anything like that. I was like, okay, cool. And she was going to give it to me in my left arm, but I'm left-handed, so I asked for it in my right. I get all my military shots and everything in there. So, of course, I took it in this arm. You can kind of see where I got it at, actually. That little prick right there. That's my shot. injection spot, and the other one is my anthrax and everything else that I got for military. So if you see people with those marks, usually get smallpox, anthrax, stuff like that. All right, but yeah. So she turned the chair around, gave me the shot. When she was finished, she said, "Okay, you're gonna walk that way, follow the people, and you're gonna go in the waiting area for 10 minutes or so." Okay, so I did exactly that. Followed the waiting area. It's kind of like herding cattle. It's the way that they were moving us, to be honest. That's no better way I can put it than that. Sort of like the military does it. It's kind of how it was set up, to be honest. Except for the military, they don't give you the dignity of a chair. They just put you all in the room till you face the wall and drop your pants slightly, and they stick you in your butt for the shots and stuff like that sometimes. But yeah, it was really quick. And so then you sat there for 10 minutes, and you had someone come out, talk to you, tell you about the vaccine that you experienced, tell you about possible side effects that you could experience, tell you about what you can do to make sure that all is well, which is to hydrate a lot, rest well, stay stress-free, to let your body pick up as many antibodies as possible. There was a lot of volunteers there and a lot of medical staff there too. And I think the volunteers had like a little script, because it was a man. He clearly didn't seem like somebody in the medical field, but maybe a volunteer. But he had a little book with him where he had his notes of everything to tell us about hydrating and staying stress-free and not overworking and things of that sort. Excuse me, for the next 2 weeks, to let your body build up antibodies. Of course, you know, some of the side effects I think was on there was like soreness, redness, etc. I got my little card. Let me get it. Because I believe knowledge is power, y'all. I know a lot of people, especially people of color, we shy away from these type of things. So I just wanted to share with you all what I had learned. And they don't have much on here besides saying bring this vaccination card back with you, and the lot number of which vaccination you got, etc. But I did see on some paper or something I had, it talked about redness and swollen, soreness, so forth, that you could potentially experience. But either way, let me go ahead and tell y'all what my experience consisted of today. So I sat there probably for like 15 to 20 minutes just to make sure. They had you, of course, they say, you know, move your arm, flap like a duck, or either up and down, circles, whatever you need to do to keep the vaccine flowing through your body. So a lot of that today, a lot of arm workout today. After that, I just came home and I felt perfectly fine. I've had a good day. I went for like well, perfectly fine as in the standard of like the shot didn't make me feel worse. I'm still, excuse me, healing from the voice stuff, and the lymph nodes are still kind of swollen, so that's going down. But that aside, feeling much better today. I see. I don't know if y'all can see all the way back there, but my throat is starting to clear up. My tongue is getting back to its normal color. It was almost white, y'all, as if I had like what do you call it, yeast or something in my mouth. That's how bad it was. The back of my tongue was all white and stuff. But now, healthy tongue again. So that's a good thing. My eyes are a little swollen right now, but it's not because of the shot. It's just due to, if you notice the difference between this video and any others, is due to just me being tired and exhausted, I believe. Because, sorry y'all, see I keep yawning. But yeah, but overall I feel good. My arm is a little sore now where they gave me the shot at. I will have to say that it is kind of sore and tender, but overall everything is well. It's a muscle injection, so I'd assume that you know, that has a lot to do with that. This is not my first time ever getting a vaccine, so sometimes that happens. It's very kind of like stiff and sore, so you want to make sure you keep moving around and get somebody, if you have somebody there, or if you can yourself, just, you know, little massages on the arm to kind of relax it. Don't hold anything in the hand while you're doing it. I'm holding my phone obviously to record this, but yeah, it wasn't a bad experience, y'all. And if this is what it takes for me to not have something more detrimental, which by the way, I get respiratory infections during allergy seasons and stuff. So if this will keep me safe and healthy and keep me from potentially from infecting my grandparents or something like that, or keep them safe and healthy, and my parents, and you know, everyone else, sickly people that I may come in contact with, even just in passing, then it's definitely worth taking the chance on it. I will say I'm fairly healthy, so I don't expect to have anything drastic happen to me after taking the shot, obviously. And if you're fairly healthy, you should probably feel the same way as well. And just take it for the sake of helping others around you, and not necessarily always about how is this going to affect you. Because most of us, our immune systems are pretty stable. But if you get something deadly, who knows how your body may react to it. So it's better to be safe than sorry, at least the first go. I don't know if I will be faithful to say that I'm going to get the COVID vaccine every year. But right now, when this pandemic is going on and we've lost over 500,000 people in our country, I think it may be worth taking the chance at least this one time. So with that said, I just will continue to share knowledge as much as I have to give y'all. I am not the expert or the know-all. I'm just telling you my personal experience of what I went through today when I got my first COVID vaccine. I will say I went through Inova. If you're here in the DMV area, their system is very easy to use and follow, to the point that I was able to go ahead today and book out my next shot. So that was perfect, quick and easy. And I encourage you all to do the same. Remember to continue being a positive impact on the world, a positive impact to all those that you may come in contact with, and continue to spread positivity, joy, and happiness to all those that you may cross the journey with in life. And find it in your own life as well, because it's important that you have it for yourself as well. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.